Hello, y'all. My name is Candace. I go by Candace. If you didn't know, I'm a creative director. I'm an author. I'm an artist. I'm an activist. I basically am just whatever I say I am. Here I am. Just basically today, there was something put in my heart and my spirit to talk about artistic activism, what it is, what it means to you, and what it means to me. So the first thing that I feel when I think of artistic activism is using your platform, whatever it is, to stand up for what is right, to stand up for what is just, and to stand up for people who cannot stand up or who don't have the power that they need to stand up for themselves. So most of you know that I wrote two books. One is called Life Goes On, and the other one is LGO2. Both can be found on Amazon. There was this particular poem, because when I was rereading my book, there was this particular poem that really stuck out to me, and it made me think about just about the way the world is going and exactly what it means to be an activist. So the title of this poem, I'm going to read it to you guys. The title of this poem is called Write the World Away. So write the world away. If I could, I would write the world away. I'd start with a brand new day, right before our ancestors' slaves, right before the Jewish graves, before the falling of the twins dying and the Armenian army got mean. I'd write out the terrible and then replace it, because acting like it didn't happen won't erase it. Actions cannot be written away. Surviving in our future, haunted by our past because of decisions we made today. White out in the pockets of the comfortable while the ignorant carry erasers. Hearing testimonies and believing is the real test. Choosing to ignore the facts as if living in a perfect world is oblivion. To do nothing about injustice is wrong. So I'd write the world away. So yeah, that poem is really, really special to me because I would say that I am a visionary. I don't see the world as it is. I see it how it can be, how it should be, and there's no reason why it can't. Currently I am in the process of collaborating great minds and uniting everybody to be on the same front, because I know that you can agree that what's going on is not okay. It's not okay that 58 years ago, Martin Luther King Jr. sat in Washington, D.C. and had a statement about and gave his I Have a Dream speech, and we were just in Washington, D.C. This past weekend, and the same thing is going on, if not at worst in alarming rates. So it all comes down to us as people. What are we going to do about it? Sure, we can protest, and I'm not knocking anybody's protest. I think it's great that you're standing up for your rights. I think it's great that you're out there, but we need to take it a step further. To be honest, there's no reason why this election should be going on. Nobody is taken care of. We just went through a whole pandemic, and in 5 months the government gave out a stimulus check and then some type of relief, and then cut it, and then there is no discussion about what is about to happen. But also during this coronavirus, what we did see was people actually do need shelter. People actually do need food and water, and people do need to be with their children, and education is important, and so many things can be done from home, and we don't have to slave away, and so many things we're seeing during this pandemic, that in a society in which we create, if things were different and built upon. Have you read the Constitution? Like actually went through it and read it? Yeah. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There's nothing in there about the fundamental beings of human rights. There's nothing in there about preserving or protecting our mental space. Everything in that Constitution is reactive and not proactive. And that's the problem that we're facing. Personally, I feel like a new world can be created, but the only way it's going to happen is if everybody comes together. I'm not going to say, oh, it's not worth it to vote. It's not worth it to vote in this system. How are you going to vote for somebody who you don't even know? How are you going to vote for somebody based on promises when if they get elected, they got to go through all of this and they got to go through all of that? And don't let them not be liked in Congress or wherever they're at, because nothing will be passed. And this goes from city to state to local. I do not have time, and I know you guys do not have time to be sitting there waiting for people to get off of their recesses, for people to come back together, for them to decide on whether Flint needs water, we need shelter, and all our kids need decent education, teachers need a decent wage. Like, why are we voting on? Why are we still voting on this? Why are these things not written in our Constitution? I'm calling on everybody. Everybody has to come together. We all need to write the world away. If you are artists, it is on you to stand up and to be brave enough to be like, enough is enough. These companies cannot work for themselves. If they need us as employees, then they need to pay us well. That's just that. Not everybody was made to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody was made to be this boss or whatever, but you were made a human being. You were made to chase your dreams and your endeavors. So all I want to say is that basically we all need to come together. We all need to use our voice, because if we don't, we're just letting them write our world away. For real, for real. So I'm going to be doing these talks. I'm traveling right now, but I'm going to do these talks whenever I can, whenever I feel the need to, whenever I need to feel expressed. We're going to be having these power talks. I'm going to be going across the country, interviewing people, getting their idea on their take on this new world that can be created, that will be created. And I'm just going to be putting all of this together along with my partner. So Me the People is going to be partnering with the movement and all types of people all across the country, just to see how we can make our world a better place. If you have any suggestions and you want to get in contact with me, go ahead and email me at methepeople1111@gmail.com. Don't be afraid to hit me up on social media. Like and subscribe my YouTube channel, Can't I Say Love. And don't forget to go to Amazon and get those 2 books, because they are motivational. I think they make you think. I think they push you to be the best that you can be. Again, you guys, it's up to us to write our world away. It's up to us to use our platforms. It's up to us to stand up for ourselves, because the power is in me, the people.